Hey guys, so I'm on Jailbreak right now, and I haven't been on Jailbreak for a long time, and I came up with a new glitch after playing for a little bit. It's a glitch on like invisible tires and stuff like that. But then I looked it up on YouTube, and it seems like someone already made it. So I'm like, oh crap, I can't make this video. It's pointless. And so I was just thinking, and I'm like, what can I make? And so I wanted to make a little video about a little story that I have, like in relation to law enforcement. Okay, and the game we're playing is cops and robbers, right? Well, cops and prisoners. Oh shoot, my car's stuck. But anyways, I'm gonna share with you guys this little story, and this story involves me, my friend, a cop, and a ticket. Okay, now this is a story about my very first ticket. So, when I was a new driver, it's about like 4 years ago. Um, my friend and I, we were new to the car scene. Well, he wasn't, but I was. And we love cars. I mean, we love making it look nice and just like detailing it, right? Learning a little bit here and there about different cars. And he's a super car guy, but for me, I was new to it and everything. But nonetheless, I enjoy driving, and so I think that's what made me like get into cars. And I like just working on them sometimes. And so there was this day me and my friend, his name is Mo, right? He came over to my house, and he was like, "Hey, dude, do you want to go to an auto show?" It was it's called the North American Auto Show, and what happens there is that you get to go and see a bunch of cars, right? You get to see all the new models from all the manufacturers like GM, Ford, Chevy, Honda, Nissan. Every single car that you can imagine as a new car on the road was there. Okay. And so I was like, oh, shoot, this is awesome. We get to go and see new cars. Oh, I'm so excited. And so I'm like, okay, let's go. And so it was me, him, and his other friend. And we went and got a ticket at Kroger's, right? It was about $10. And it was fairly, that was very affordable for like one of those shows. And so we're stoked, and we go, and then we go and wash our cars because it's car day, right? So I want to go and wash my car, so we went and did that, and then we got on the road, and we're heading down to the Cobo Center in Detroit because that's where we are. And so we're driving down there, right? And there's this road, okay? It's a 2-lane road, okay? And there's a the way that the road is designed is that it's a downhill road. Okay, now it's super deep, okay? And my car is super slow, right? And I have never driven my slow car fast enough to be like, wow, right? And now I wouldn't recommend you guys doing this, but I was going downhill. And my first thought was like, oh shoot, I'm going downhill. This is kind of like a roller coaster. And I'm like, okay, we gotta go a little faster. So I pushed the gas a little bit. And I'm going fast, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna go faster. And so I keep on pushing that gas. I press that accelerator, and I'm going super fast. I get to like 90, and then I'm like 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna hit 100. And then all of a sudden, while I'm hitting down the road, I see flashing lights. There was a freaking cop hiding in the tunnels. I swear to God, my heart literally fell into pieces because I was just like, I don't know what to do. I froze for a second, and I hit that brake. I was like, no. So I hit the brakes, right? And I'm crushing the brakes, and the cop, he's just like, holy crap, this guy just went like 100 down the road on a 45 road. So the speed limit was 45. But this was not fair because it was going downhill, right? And there was no other car in sight. It was just me and the road. And so I was like, no one's going to ever catch me, right? But I was wrong, and the cop was hiding there, and he was ready. Like, he was hidden in that little tunnel, and I just didn't know. But so here's what happens. I end up pulling over to the side, right? I'm pulling over to the side. The cop pulls up, and he literally just shows up, um, with his flashing lights, and my windows are tinted. So the first thing I do is I roll them down so he can see everything. Okay. And another thing is, it's illegal to have tinted windows in the state that I live in, right? And so you can't have tinted windows. So I roll them down. I'm like trying to be cautious, trying to make sure he sees my hands, so he doesn't do anything and he doesn't think I'm suspicious, because no one just drives 100 down the road and act like they're normal. Okay, that's not a normal thing. So he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, son." I look over and I'm like, "Oh my god, it's a tall guy. He's wearing glasses, like sunglasses, right? So he can't see his eyes. He has this little cap on, and he's like, he has his badge and everything. He comes up with a pen and I think a little notebook, and he's like, "Hey, son, do you know how fast you're going?" I'm like, "Uh, 60," and he's like, "No, son, you were going 95." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh crap, I'm in big trouble, right?" And he's like, "Do you know how fast you were going?" I'm like, yeah." And so he's like, "Ah, okay." So he decides, he's like, "Let me see your license or registration." I give it to him, and I'm freaking out. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so scared. My heart is down. It's like my life's over. I'm done. Can't do anything anymore.